What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we're going to be taking on Ultimate Red Zone JANEMBA with the AGL LR's not Zamasu. Well, it's AGL Zamasu's on the team, but the AGL LR VEGITO blue team that we've been running. So we're going to take them in. So it looks like our rotation is going to be a little terrible this first time. Let's see. Do you have level 10, or do you have level 10 links? You do, so actually I'll keep you with mine then. Just to guarantee that, because it's good links, one keep those two together. He's not gonna get, he might get one super, two super though. Alright, so he's just gonna stack his attack and slot one. They're not gonna stack their defense at all, because the key spheres were absolutely terrible this rotation. But we did in fact get some cool news, surprisingly, that I saw, but I'm gonna cover that in a future video, which will probably be actually recorded right after this one. But we did get the announcement for a lot of the Worldwide Celebration Part 2 content. We are getting a new Red Zone. The future Gohan EZA was announced on JP's Twitter. Not officially in-game yet. We'll get that data download tonight, as well as the Gohan was officially introduced into the JP Twitter. Did I say future Gohan and Trunks? I don't know if I said that twice. Future Gohan, the Int one, as well as the Tech Trunks, which I just finished actually link leveling, so I had a feeling he was going to get an EZA this half of this celebration. So they were both just officially announced pre-Twitter, like they aren't actually in-game yet, as well as they're adding a few new, the Awakening for the STR Trunks, the Int Trunks, as well as a few new story missions, and I think an Infinite Dragon Ball History I saw. Like I said, I'll cover it in a future video, which won't take, it'll be up within the next like day, probably before you see this video, you'll actually see that one most likely. So, but yeah, we're going to continue the saga of just taking on random Red Zone events. We'll get back to doing, that did quite a bit of damage, we'll get back to doing the Super Battle Roads as time goes on. Once the Worldwide Celebration's done, we'll start slowly filtering those back in.
It should be around here.
Acts of gods are inherently pure, while mortal endeavors will inevitably become wicked, corrupted, and marred by the dead.
Alright, so we clearly aren't going to be able to get AGL Zamasu on this rotation. We could rotate him off this Zamasu and then get him lined up with AGL next rotation, which actually I might do, to be honest, and then rotate the the Tech VEGITO onto the following rotation with my VEGITO, or my AGL VEGITO. That's what I might do. Because this JANEMBA is not super challenging, really. He's not that hard of a fight. I don't think he cancels dodge. The Bulma, we're going to rotate them off. Like I said, it's going to take us a few turns to rotate everything that we want. I could see that we don't have the best or most ideal rotations to start the fight. So that's why I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to take a little bit. We're going to have to rotate some people off, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Luckily, this event doesn't lock from what I remember, right? So we should be able to just rotate him right off and not have any real issues at all. But the part 2 should be starting here, actually, this upcoming weekend, the weekend of the 13th, I think. Or the 13th, I'm sorry, the weekend of today's Thursday, so the weekend of the 9th. This weekend it should be starting. He didn't get to stack anything in this first one, which really sucks, but it'll be fine. Rotate the Tech VEGITO off, the Tech VB into the other rotation, so that'll be just fine. And we'll go like this, and we'll go like this. Let AGL Zamasu just do some work. Actually, he hasn't stacked anything, so let's see what his 50% damage reduction just does straight up. Not terrible, not exactly what I would like to have seen. I would have loved to have seen lower numbers, but 200k isn't absolutely bad. But I did, in fact, I want to let you guys know I did get a new job, so my hours will be a little different. Don't expect as many videos. Like, there will be videos, don't take that the wrong way. There'll still be content uploaded almost daily. It's just I probably won't get anything out the moment things drop, unless it's a day off when I'm home specifically. But other than that, if I'm on a third shift or something and the data download drops or information drops at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., don't expect it to come out until probably the next day, because I'll come home at like 6:30 in the morning, record a quick video, upload it, and then you guys will see it about that time. But even then, it might be kind of close. I might not get it out till 2 p.m. the following day, which is kind of what happened today with me recording this video. I thought I had one uploaded or scheduled for today, but apparently I didn't. So that's why I'm doing this one now because this was the next one on my list. I'm going to do all the movie boss red zones, and then all the GT red zones because we've already taken on all of the Red Ribbon Army red zones. And then we'll take on the Cooler Core red zones. We just took on the hardest stages of each one first, is what I wanted to do. Yeah, he's got to stay on rotation. So Bulma's going to go there, give her all those, and then Gowasu and Zamasu. Let's see. Yeah, our defenses look pretty good. Gowasu and Zamasu, I really enjoy running. I honestly don't know why, but I enjoy running them on these teams. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they give 70% defense. Like, that's really, that's clutch in a lot of situations. Their dodge is really good, and the fact that they, greatly raise attack and defense on their supers, and if they can do a double super, plus they have that chance to dodge, they give themselves 70% attack and defense when they super, plus they also give themselves either, I think it's 140% attack against extreme types and 70% defense against extreme types, whereas if it was a super type, it'd be the other way around. But either way, they give themselves pretty decent stat buffs, percentage-wise, and then they just almost take no damage as long as they super first. As long as they can dodge, and as you can see, they're hitting a 6.3 million super with the Bulma rotation, giving that support from a passive. And the Icarus too, which gives an additional 15%. But in fact, they're still hitting pretty solid, which is nice. Okay, let's go with... swap you into slot 1, because I don't trust it. You there. And then you guys there at the end. I'm not too worried about you guys. Because they have... oh, I probably should have given them an Ultra Super, shouldn't I? Because they'll raise their defense. We'll be alright. Because we have that Bulma support this rotation as well. And I'm hoping he super resists Zamasu, to be honest, to let this Zamasu take some more hits. Because he double supered last turn, and now he's supering twice this turn, which is nice. Oh, I was hoping for a triple super, didn't get it. Oh, perfect, let's see. Oh! I must have given him the dodge at some point. I think I did, actually, because back then he was only damage reduction, so I was like, oh, let me give you some dodge. So in case you do get hit, you can actually have a chance to dodge it. So that's pretty clutch. I forgot I completely gave him that. And the tech Zamasu needs to build up his stats a little bit anyway, so that's not too terrible, letting him take those 2 hits. But I don't think we're going to go to his not his STR stage, his Fizz stage here next. With the Janemba, he's in rage mode, so I think he actually hits harder, to be honest. I honestly don't know. I don't know if he resets his health bar either. Let's see. Well, we get VB. I think we should get dual VBs because it should be turn 6. It should be the 5th turn after the AGL one has made his first appearance, so I think we should be able to transform both right away. No, we can't. I really am getting irritated with that. With the way that the AGL VEGITO works, like, it takes way too long in most of these fights to get him to transform. Like, it's ridiculous how long it takes. Guaranteed dodge because it's his first turn. So that's why I left him in slot 1, left the VEGITO blue, or the Goku and Vegeta in slot 2. Let this man, I'm surprised they didn't give Janemba like ridiculous dodge or like super counters for this red zone, which if they did, I'm just getting super lucky because we've hit... okay. As I say that, he dodges, which is great because I timed that perfect. Can you get another super in there, buddy? Yes, you can, and he dodges it. Ha! Gets weak dodge you too. So, alright. He's got 3 health bars in his rage mode. I think he's drastically stronger in rage mode, to be honest. So I'm kind of a little worried going into next rotation with the dual Zamasus, because I think we should have Gowasu on rotation. I think it's Gowasu on rotation. Let him build up his stats. These two, like... I can see why a lot of people don't like this unit too much, the way the kit's built, with them having to wait so long to get him to transform. But I also see it in the same light of, like, I understand why it takes so long, because they need to build up those stats. So, I mean, if that's the case, you should have just swapped the defense stacking to the 12 key and the attack stacking to the 18 key. Because if you're that worried about the defense, but then again, I don't understand why they're that worried about the defense, because if VEGITO is a slot 1 unit, he has a guaranteed dodge, or not guaranteed dodge, guaranteed damage reduction as long as he doesn't attack first. And then he's got dodge in slot 1. He's got a bunch of good things that go in his favor, but for some reason they don't have him. I don't get it. You can't get to him until really late. Like, we're not going to see him this fight. As much as I keep saying it's LR VEGITO's AGL VEGITO's teams versus these events, it is. But I would love to actually get to see him in the fights. I would have to drastically play different to almost lose or stretch the fight out to have a chance of getting to him. And there you guys go. That is how you beat JANEMBA with the new AGL VEGITO's team. I apologize about him not being able to get shown out at all in recent videos. It's just some of the red zones aren't strong enough, the older ones compared to some of these new units, that they actually don't get the chance to make their appearances. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time in more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. See you guys then.